subscribe, like, do what you want, really. We are back. Mister Sho here with the final four in the Great 8 tournament to crown the greatest roleplay wrestling belt ever made. Our semi-finalists scored big with their likeness to the real belt, build quality of the toy, and overall feels. Now we add to that total the history of the belt, its significance and impact scored out of 10, with the more important title heading into the final. On this episode, it's semi-final number 2, the Jakks TNA World Heavyweight Championship from 2010 against the Jazwares AEW World Championship from 2021. The TNA World Heavyweight Championship has had 5 unique faces in its time and will no doubt get a new one when TNA Wrestling returns in 2024. Much like the WCW title before it, ownership of TNA's world title gets a little complicated. But here goes. In 2002, NWA TNA is formed with the £10 of gold as its big prize. In May 2007, TNA goes it alone. Its deal with the NWA ends and Kurt Angle becomes the first pure TNA World Champion. Or was it Christian Cage, or neither? Well, in June 2007, Kurt Angle definitely became TNA World Champion, holding the real version of the toy before you. This was followed by Jeff Hardy's Immortal Championship in 2010 and 2012, and not quite big gold in 2011, something with Global Force Wrestling in 2017, then rebranded as the Impact Global Championship and won by Not LA Knight. Yeah, it had an owl on it, people. An owl. And since then, it's been the Impact World Championship, also with owl. But in my opinion, nothing beats the original 2007 to 2010 version on your screen, held by not only Kurt Angle eventually, but Sting, Samoa Joe, Mick Foley, AJ Styles, Rob Van Dam, and by Jeff Hardy, who then dumped it for something that makes a Power Rangers villain look good. Ugh. Were any classics fought over the Eagle TNA title? Well, there's Angle, Christian, Rhino. Their three-way is very well thought of, as was Styles Angle, Angle Sting, Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, and an Angle, Daniels, and Samoa Joe three-way. Whilst it may be a curio to some, the TNA Eagle title was the birth belt of the promotion proper, a brand so recognisable it's returning to those roots next year. Let's hope it stays there, because I'm not explaining all that lineage again. The Jakks TNA Eagle score 6.5 out of 10, plus its points from the quarters, totaling 30.5 out of 40. And its opponent, a toy of a modern piece of history, if such a thing can exist, the Jazwares AEW Championship. Other than MJF's Burberry strap and CM Punk's spray-painted cross, the AEW World Championship has remained close to its May 2019 beginnings. I'm not sure what to do with my time now, given there's no mind-bending championship history to disentangle. Well, let's talk Punk. In a nod to Ric Flair and, to my mind, Razor Ramon Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 10, as well as Punk himself in June-July 2011, Punk won the AEW World title in May 2022, got injured, and then returned in the August to restake his claim against interim champion Jon Moxley. Punk lost. Quickly. Politics. Punk returns 9 months later, wrestles a bit, and then in July unveils the AEW World title belt he won back in 2022, claiming he never lost it. Well, he didn't at that time. Jon Moxley was interim champ whilst Punk was injured, but surely any claim ended when Moxley beat him. Was Punk's point that he was still in possession of a belt and that was enough? Why did he still have it? Well, JR did say that one of the belts would go on someone's mantelpiece, so I guess Punk just took it from his own living room. You know what? This is mind-bending. Have there been any 5-star matches over this belt? Well, Dave says Kenny Omega Ray Phoenix, Omega Danielson, Omega Hangman Page, Page Danielson, MJF Danielson, Omega Jungle Boy, Moxley Brody Lee, Moxley Kingston, Cody Jericho, Moxley Omega, Pac Cassidy Omega. Well, with 23 out of 30 scored in the last round, the Jazwares AEW Championship needs to score big to win this one. How historic is this strap? Well, it scores 8 out of 10, totaling 31 out of 40, and winning this semi-final by half a point overall. And that is all. Our final is set. It's the 1998 Manley Toy Quest WCW Big Gold versus the 2021 Jazwares AEW Championship. But which one wins? Find out next time. But until then, this is Mr. Sho saying, take care. Ta-ra now.